After y'all present thyself.
Trooper Mataya.
Yeah, so
Trooper Mataya. Ban Banyamya. Ban Yashral.
Mataya. Ban Banyamya. Ban Yashal.
Yaba Shem Yahusha Brakatham.
Yaba Shem Yahusha Brakatham.
La Yashral.
Imagine, which means to stand. Wapa Yahapadon, which means slap. Imagine, which means to stand. Wapa Yahapadon, which means turn and face the east. We'll say the Lord's Prayer, Abinawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kadash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malak with Ka, Taba'ah, Ratazayah, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Bashemayim, Ethadina, Lakar, Ka, Yawam, Basalak now, Kabawaf now, Kasalak now, Kabawaf now, Bala'ah, Taba'ah now, Balasayawam, Abo, I was shining out. Hayah, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalaku, Raha'ala, Ratapar, La Walumbi, Amen. In the English, our Father. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us for our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. Amen. Go say Hakak the power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Baba Kashal, Thunder now, Hakak, La Pa'ah, Hakak Makala, Hakak Marawak, Hakak, La Taha, Hamatazariah, Hakak, La Haki, Hamathi, Hakak, Akawa, Hatama'ala, the God Shah, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Tawad Amah. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you always. So be it. We're going to say, bless Israel. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. Barak Wanawa, Wayashala, Wahabaya, Sapari, Barak, Rapah, Magun, Hagun, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Tawad Amah. We're going to say it in the English. Slaki. Yahweh, please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner. We're going to bless Israel. We're going to say it in English. Yahweh, bless Salaki. Yahweh, bless us in Israel. Salaki, sir. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh. Oh, one minute. Just one page. Okay, Slaki. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
Bless.
Bless.
Heal.
Heal.
Shield.
Shield.
Protect.
Protect.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it. We're going to say Psalms 121. Asha.
Asha.
Ayaya. Ahahai. Maya. Yabaa. Isaiah. Ma'ai. Yahweh. Aisha. Shemai. Barakazah. Ayatan. Lamawat. Regalka. Ayanawam. Shemak. Hana. La'a. Yanawam. Bala'a. Yayashan. Shawamah. Yasha'ala. Yahweh. Shemak. Yahweh. Tazalka. Al-Yah. Yamyaka. Yawamam. Ashamash. La'a. Yakalka. Wadarak. Walayala. Yahweh. Yashamash. Yakara. Yashamash. Aftapash. Yahweh. Yashamash. Taza'afka. Baba Wa'afka. Ma'ita. La'ai Abalam. The Wadamah.
In the English. I lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
From whence coming my help?
From whence coming my help?
My help coming from Yahweh.
My help coming from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee.
Will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold.
He that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Sorry. Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee.
Yahweh shall preserve thee.
From all evil.
From all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
For even forevermore.
And even forevermore.
So be it.
So be it. We're going to say Psalms 83. Alahaya. Al-Damayalaka. Al-Takarash. Al-Tashakwat. Al-Yahanna. Al-Yappika. Yahanna Yawam. Womashanayka. Nasha'awa. Ra'ash. Al-Aimaka. Yariyama. Sawaz. Where you think your itis Al-Tasapawanyaka. Amal. The Kawa. With a cocky. Magalia. With an Yazaka. Shamyasha. Aywa. Kaya. No itis La. Yakaba. Al-Yaka. Maya. Yakarafa. Ahalia. Alawam. Where you shema Ali. Ma'aba. Bahagaya. Kabo. Ma'amalak. Palashak. Amishak. Tazawol. Gam Ashawa. Nalawa. Aimam. Hayawa. Zarawat. Labayalawat. Salah. Aishalaham. Kamadi. Kasab Sa'ad. Hayabi. Banako. Yashua. Nashamad. Ayanda Aywa. Hayawa. Dama. La'adama. Shaitam. Nadiyamu. Kaira. Because of Abu. Because of Bak. Because of Zamana. Kanasaya Kamu. Shah. Amar. Nadi Rashah. Ladawa. Nawa. Alahaya. Shaitam. Kagab. Kakwash. The Panya Wakar. Ka'ash. Taba Ira. Color above. Talahats. Maryam. Khan. Daradama. Basa Ira. Basa Paka. Taba Halam. Mala'a. Panya Home. Kola Wam. Where you crush. Shamka. Yahweh. Yabashwa. Where you Ba'al. Where you Aya. Where you Kapal. Where you Abad. Where you Da'ai. Kaya. Shamka. Yahweh. Abad. Ayawam. Al-Karakza. The Wadamah.
In the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
Be not slack, and be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo.
For lo.
Thy enemies make a tongue.
Thy enemies make a tongue.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee.
Have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
And they have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel.
Against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said. Come. And let us cut them off.
Let us cut them off.
For being a nation.
For being a nation.
That the name of Israel.
That the name of Israel.
maybe no more remember.
Maybe no more remember.
But they have consulted together.
But they have consulted together.
With one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And Ishmaelite.
And the Ishmaelite.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
Gabal and Ammon.
Gabal and Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
And the Philistines.
And the Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher also is joined with them.
Asher is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah. Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kishon.
At the brook of Kishon.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
And like Zeed.
And like Zeed.
Yea. All their princes.
All their princes.
As Sabbath and Zamunah.
As Sabbath and Zamunah.
Who said. Let us take to ourselves. The houses of Yahanna in possession.
The houses of Yahanna in possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As a stubble before the wind.
As a stubble before the wind.
As a fire burneth for wood.
As a fire burneth for wood.
And as the flame setting the mountains on fire.
As the flame setting the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
With
thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
And make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With that storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And troubled.
And troubled.
Forever.
Forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That the men may know.
That men may know.
That thou. Whose name alone. Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
So be it.
So be it. So, which means to turn. Yeshabin, which means to be seated. You said.
All right, on me, Yeshabin, which means to be seated. All right, we're going to pick off where we left off at last week. This week we are in Job chapter 38, verse 23. Wise words spoken by Officer Bakwashi. We're going to read it in the Basque's tongue first, and then we're going to read it in the Lashawan Kodash, which is the holy tongue, our native language, blacks, Hispanics, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We're going to read it first in the Basque's language, which is in English, so we can keep our traditions, what we're doing right now every Sabbath. We're going to do it in the Hebrew first, the holy tongue, the Lashawan Kodash, in Job chapter 38, verse 23 and 29. What we doing, we keeping our customs that we're supposed to pass on to our youth. We keeping the Sabbath every Saturday, man, like we're supposed to do, which the Christians failed to do. So we're going to keep these traditions, which is in the Bible, and do the things that was our foreparents did and brought it to us. And this is what we're doing right now as we speak, every Sabbath. You got it in the back of the, that's one. First, Slot, you read it first. You read it first.
Book of Job, chapter 38, verse 23. Ashar, Kashikathya, La'ith, Tazar, Layawam, Horab, Wama Lakam, Wala Lakama. Verse 28. Verse 24. Ayah, Zahar, Hadarak, Yakalak, Hakalak, Awar, Yapataza, Quadayum, Alia, Arataza. Verse 25. Maya, Palak, Lashapath, Lashatap, Ta'ila, Wadarak, Laka Yaza, Qualawath. Verse 26. Lahama Tayar, Al, Arathaza, La'ah, Ayash, Madabar, La'ah, Adam, Bawa, verse 27. Laha Shaba Ya'ai Wa'a Wama Sha'a Wala Hamatazama Yak Wala Hamatazayak Mataza'a the Sha'a, verse 28. Hayash Lamata Abba or Abba Awa Maya Yawala Yad Agalia Tala, verse 29. Mabatan Maya Yatasa'a Hakorak Watapar Wakapar Shamyam Maya Yala the what Slak Yaladawa.
Right. That was the Lashon Kadash, the Holy Tongue, so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and American Indians' native language. Now we're going to read it in the bastard tongue, which is the English. Call it till we at.
Come on. This is the book of Job, chapter 38, verse 23. Wait, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Come on. Which I have reserved against the time of trouble, against the day of battle and war. Salaki. Which I have reserved against the time of trouble, against the day of battle and war. Verse 24. By what way is the light parted, which scattered the east wind upon the earth? Who have divided the water course for the overflowing of waters, or a way for the lightning of thunder, to cause it to rain on the earth, where no man is, on the wilderness, wherein there is no man, to satisfy the desolate and waste ground, and to cause the bud of the tender herb to spring forth. Verse 28. Have the rain a father, or who have begotten the drops of dew? Verse 29. Out of whose womb came the ice, and the hoary frost of heaven, who have gendered it.
That's it.
Right, go ahead.
Mate. So we still continuing on from last week, where Job is talking about how the Most High controls all of this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He say, where no man, who causes the rain on the earth where no man is. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's the Lord that does that. He don't need no help from no man, and he controls all of that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. This go ahead.
Oh, Slack, if I may, and that's a heavy point that you made that, because shame on these people who keep naming these storms Iris and all this stuff when it's the Lord.
Right.
It's the Lord, the Most High, the Bible, not the so-called oppressor, because they got the oppressor thinking controls the weather. They got our people thinking that the oppressor controls the weather with heart.
Right.
He makes tornadoes and earthquakes with heart, so we fear him because we think he's God. The oppressor is God.
Right.
When he is the devil that the Bible speaks of, and the Bible corrects our oppressor, and he calls the oppressor our enemies because of that.
Damn right.
Right, we're gonna go to the next verse. Triple Matayag, you're gonna do 2 verses. You're gonna do 38, 30, 31. Then off Chicago take the rest.
Come on. This is the book of Job, chapter 38, verse 30. Ka abun mayam ya kabawa wa pan wa Salaki. Wa panya. Wa panyan. Salaki. Wa panyan. The hawam. Ya the
hawam.
The hawam. Ya the lak. Ya the lakwa. Verse 31. Salak. Ya the lak the what?
So on right here, once again, pick out, find your suffixes and find your prefixes, right? So usually most words in Hebrew are 3 letters. Sometimes they 4. You know what I'm saying? So you got ya, talakad is the word, and wa is a whistle. So ya talakadwa.
Ya talakadwa. Verse 31. Ha the slaki. Ha the quash. Ha the quashra. Ha the quashar. My no worth. Ka ma awa mashak wath. Cause yalla. Cause yalla. The put slaki. The putach. The putach. The
pathak.
The pathak. That's it.
Yes. I'm gonna take on the rest. Verse 32.
Book of Job, chapter 38, verse 32. Hataza Ya'ah. Mazarwath. Ba'ithwa. Wa'ayash. Al. Banya'ah. Banya. The Nakam. Verse 33. The Ith. Hakwath. Shashim. Dashim. Mushatarwa. Ba'aratazah. Verse 34. Hatharium. La'aib. Kwawalak. Worship Pa'ith. Mayum. Takasak. Verse 35. Hata Shalak. Barakwa. Barakwim. Sorry, let me say it again. Barakwim. Where your Lakwa. Where your Marwa. Laka. Hananwa. Verse 36. Maya. Shath. Batakwath. Kakama. Awa. Maya. Nathan. Lasha Kawaya. Lashak Yawa. Lashak Waya. Bayana.
Now we're going to get it in the Basse's tongue, which is English. Call it to where you at.
There's the book of Job, chapter 38, verse 30 in the bastard tongue. The waters are hid as with a stone, and the face of the deep is frozen. Slack it. Verse 31. Canst thou bind the sweet influences of Pleiades, or loose the bands of Orion? Verse 32. Canst thou bring forth Mazzaroth in his season, or canst thou guide Articus with his sons? Verse 33. Knowest thou the ordinance of heaven? Canst thou set the dominion thereof in the earth? Verse 34. Canst thou lift up thy voice to the clouds, that abundance of the waters may cover thee? Verse 35. Canst thou send lightnings that they may go and say unto thee, here we are? Verse 36. Who have put wisdom in the innerward parts, or who have given understanding to the heart?
Right, this Job asking all these. As we keep going, you're gonna see he's gonna ask more questions, like Officer Pot said earlier. The only person, not good.
Do you think so?
The only person that can control all these things is the Most High Power, the God of Israel for Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the Bible. Go ahead.
Throughout Salaki. We say 33, we say, knowest thou the ordinance of heaven? The Lord is the one who set up the order in heaven.
Right.
Canst thou set the dominion of thereof in the earth? From your court system, saying to how a kingdom goes from the top official, a king or a president, going all the way down. All of this comes from the Lord.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the Lord sets it how he wants to.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. The Most High deals with order, man. You can find that in Deuteronomy, 1st chapter, all the way to the 14th verse. You can see how he deals with officers like we have in the school now, I.S.U.P.K. We got generals, we got officers, we got captains, we got troopers. This order to help maintain ordinance in the earth. That's where we get it from the Most High. He sets that on the earth. He's the high power and can control all things on the earth. We're going to continue on in the native language, Lashawan Kodash, Paleo Hebrew. We're going to go to Job chapter 38 and verse 41. We're going to read it in the Paleo Hebrew. Matter of fact, I get this one. Salaki, I get this one. We're going to go to 38 and verse. Oh, so it's supposed to be 37. The water. And verse 37. And it reads, Maya Yasapar Sha Kwakayam Bakwa Kama Wana Balaya Sha Mayam Maya Yashaka Ya. Verse 38. Ba Taza Kwaf Ipar Namawa Tazak Wa Ragabayim Yada Kwawa. Verse 39. Ha Datazawad Lala Baya'a Tarap Wa Kayaf Ka Kapa Yorayam Damala. Verse 40. Kaya Yasha Kawa Bama'ai Wanawa Yasha Bawa Basaka Lamawa Arab. Verse 41. Maya Yakayan La'irab Tezaradawa Kaya Yaladawa Al Yashawa Iwa Yata Iwa La Balaya Akal. Job chapter 39 verse 1. Hayada I Ladath Ya I Ya I Laya Sala I
Kalam, Yelawath, Thashamar, verse 2, Thasapar, Ya Rakayam, Tamala Ana, Ya Salaki, Waya the Ith, Lada Dana. Now we're gonna get it in the Bastard's tongue, which is in English. We're gonna get the same scripture, Job chapter 38. We're gonna start at verse 37.
It's the book of Job, chapter 38, verse 37 in the Bastard tongue. Who can number the clouds in the wisdom, or who can stay the bottles of heaven, when the dust groweth into hardness and the clouds cleave fast together? Verse 39. Wilt thou hunt the prey for the lion, or fill the appetite of the young lions, when they crouch in their dens and abide in the covert to lie in wait? Verse 41. Who provideth for the ravens his food, when his young ones cry unto God, they wonder for lack of meat? It's the book of Job, chapter 39, verse 1. Knowest thou the time when the wild goats of the rock bring forth? Salaki. Knowest thou the time when the wild goats of the rock bring forth? Or canst thou mark when the hinds do calve? Salaki. Calve. Verse 2. Canst thou number the months that they fulfill, or knowest thou the time when they bring forth?
As we read on, you're going to continue to ask more questions, showing you that the Most High is the power of all things. It's going to continue to ask more questions as we go on through the chapter. Now we're going to get the next verse, which is Job chapter 39 and verse 3. Oh, Shapai, you got this one.
Come on, sir. Book of Job, chapter 39, verse 3. Aina. Yala the Yahan. The Pala Kana. Kabal Yaham. Dashalakana. Verse 4. Yakalamwa. Ban Yaham. Yarabwa. Babar. Yataza Awa. Wala'a. Shabwa. Shabwa. Lamawa. Verse 5. Maya. Shalak. Parataza. Para'ah. Salak. Kapasha. Wamasarwath. Irayad. Maya. Pathak. Verse 6. Ashar. Shemathia. Irabah. Bayathwa. Wamashakanwath. Yawa. Malakah. Verse 7. Yashika. La Hamawan. Quara Ya. Dasha Awath. Nawagash. La'ah. Yashamai. Verse 8. Yathawar. Harayam. Mara'ai Hawa. Wa'akar. Ka. Yara Wak. Yadar Wash. Verse 9. Haya Abba. Rayam. Ibadak. Yalayan. Abawa Shak. That's it.
Now we're going to continue to get it in the bastard's tongue. Just at Job 39, verse 3.
Come on. This is the book of Job, chapter 39, verse 3 in the bastard tongue. They bow themselves, they bring forth their young ones, they cast out their sorrows. Their young ones are in good lightning. They grow up with corn. They go forth and return not unto them. Verse 5. Who have sent out the wild ass free, or who have loosed the bands of the wild ass? Verse 6. Whose house I have made the wilderness, and the barren land his dwellings. He scorned the multitude of the wild. He scorneth the multitude of the city, neither regardeth he the crying of the driver. Verse 8. The range of the mountains is his pasture, and he searcheth after every green thing. Verse 9. Will the unicorn be willing to serve thee, or abide by the crib?
Man. These are all questions that Christians can't even answer. Because they believe that this guy right here has the answers to all those things that he's asking. When this right here is the God you serve, and he's not going to have some of the answers. He's going to have your destruction and your oppression. You believe that this man can answer all these things that Job is asking, man, when this is right here is not your God or not your Christ. You got to stop serving this God right here. That's why the men that I.S.U.P.K been saying since 1969 to separate from our oppressor, man. Because he don't have the answers.
Right.
He will never have the answers. He don't know God for blacks, Hispanics, and American Indians. He don't know our God. He is trying to be God. He's trying to destroy our God by replacing him with us serving him, man. And with that, we're going to continue going. We're going to go to Job 39. True Matthew, you're going to get the first two verses again.
Come.
And I'll pick up the rest. So Job 39, start at verse 10 and 11.
Come. This is the book of Job, chapter 39, verse 10. Hatha Quashar, Rayam, Batalam, Ibathawa, Abathwa, Yashadad. I'm a Quayum. Imaquum.
Yum. Slap.
Imaqua Yum. Akar Akaryaka. Verse 11. Hataba Batach Bawa Kaya Rabba Kakwa. What the eyes of what the eyes of Allah Yawa Al Yahweh.
Like as we read on, start to notice those suffixes. Because when you notice those suffixes, you'll just say Al Yahweh. You see what I'm saying?
Come. Your God, I.S.U.P.K. I believe that's it.
Yeah. I'm gonna continue on verse 12 in the Lashawan Kodash, Holy Tongue. Hath Amayan Bawa Kaya Yashwab Zara. I believe that's Zara'ika. Zara'ika. Wa Garbana Nak Ya-A-S-A-P, verse 13. Kanat Ranan Nayam Na'ai Lasa Ama Abara Kasa Yada Wana Taza, verse 14. Kaya the Izab La'a Rataza Ba Tazaya Wa'al Ipar the Kamam, verse 15. Watash, it's like Wata Shikak Kaya Regal Daza Wara Wakayath Hashada Tada Washa, verse 16. Ha Kwa Shayak. It's like Banaya La'a Laha Larayak Yaga Yaiha Balaya Pakad, verse 17.
That's it.
Oh, okay. Come on. All right, now we're gonna get that in the Bastard's tongue. Job chapter 39, verse 10.
Come, this is the book of Job, chapter 39, verse 10, in the bastard tongue. Canst thou bind the unicorn with his band in the furrow, or will he harrow the valleys after thee? Verse 11. Wilt thou trust him because his strength is great, or wilt thou leave thy labor to him? Verse 12. Wilt thou believe him that he will bring home thy seed and gather it into thy barn? Verse 13. Gavest thou the goodly wings unto the peacocks, gavest thou the goodly wings unto the peacocks, or wings and feathers unto the ostrich, which leaveth her eggs in the earth and warmeth in the dust. Verse 15. The water. Verse 14. Which leaveth her eggs in the earth and warmeth them in dust. Verse 15. And forgetteth that the foot may crush them, or that the wild beasts may break them. Verse 16. She is hardened against her young ones, as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear. Verse 17. Because God had deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding.
Yes. Go ahead. That was heavy right there, because you know what I'm saying, like, you go after all these things that he's saying that the Lord can do and it has control over without man's help. Are you going to believe in him? You know what I'm saying? You going to trust him? He gave the peacocks the beautiful wings that he got. Right. The ostrich, the wings that he got. The ostrich laid the eggs, and you know, even though the Lord didn't give the ostrich wisdom, it has enough fear to not crush their own eggs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the Lord that did that. You know what I mean?
It's like, yo, I don't think the Christians gonna believe that, because they believe that tilapia was made from a lad, from a Caucasian man. They don't believe that the Most High has controlled all these things that was made, man. They think the oppressor can make a bird from a lab because it went extinct and bring it back. They have no control over that, man. The Most High is on the person that has control of all these things that was made on the earth. Like you were saying, you're gonna believe the man that's oppressing you, or you're gonna believe the man, the creator of all things, good and evil, which is the man, the God of the Bible. But
that's so heavy how you say that, because regardless of how they believe anything was made, when you start believing our oppressor's knowledge and believing our oppressor what he say, then you get what you call conspiracy theories.
there you go.
And it causes nothing but confusion, nothing but babble. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is the spiritual Babylon right here, and our oppressor's knowledge causes nothing but confusion.
Right. That's facts what he's saying, because yesterday I was on YouTube, excuse me, and I'm seeing a channel of Edomite saying that these rappers are made in a lab. They're cloned. Bow Wow is really Little Mama. Little Mama is really what are some of that? Gorilla Zoe. These are all the same people, just cloned in different bodies. And when you high on drugs and smoking that wickedness, you'll begin to fall into that trap of confusion, like you were just saying, and believe in those things. When that is fairy tale garbage that keep you oppressed and keep your mind going and try to soak up more bull crap to keep you down. You know what I'm saying? Keep you from learning the truth of the Bible. That's all garbage, man. You got to know that the Most High has control of all things. Little Bow Wow is made how everybody else is made, from a man and a woman. Little Mama is made how everybody else is made, a man and a woman. Not in no goddamn lab, man.
Right.
Put down those drugs and come learn from the priest and prophets of the Lord, the I.S.U.P.K, man.
That's right.
And with that, we're going to keep going. Let me get, we have it in the Hebrew now, right? Okay, Job chapter 39 and verse 17. You start over the first two and off Shmagi the rest.
Come. It's the book of Job, chapter 39, verse 17. Kaya. Hashaha. Hasha. Allah waya. Kakama. Wala kalakwa. Kalak. Laha. Baba Yana. Verse 18. Ka'ith. Bama Rawam.
Once again, you got another suffix right there.
Bamar.
Wam is the suffix. So read it again.
Bamar Wam. Thamar ya. Dashakwa. That's it, right? Dashakwa.
I'm still trying to say it myself. That's just hard to say. Salakia. Dashakak.
Lasawas. Wala rock bawa. Wala wak. Wala rock.
Rakab is the root word.
Wala rakab. Wala kabawa.
So now, wala rakab
bawa.
Wala
rakab wa.
There you go.
To walk. That's it.
All right. Off spot, pick up the rest.
Verse 19. Hatathan. Lasa was. Gabawara, Hatalaba, Yash, Tazawara, Ra'ima, verse 20. Hatara'ai ya Shanwa, Ka'ai Rabba, Hawad, Nakarwa, Ayama, Ayama. I'm trying to say it right. Ayama. Verse 21. Yakaparwa, Ba'aimak. What Shaya, what your Shah Yash, Bakak, Yataza'a, Lakwa Ra'ath, Nashak. Verse 22. Yasha Kak, La Pakad, Wala'ah, Yakath, Yala'ah, Yashawab, Mapanya, Karab. Verse 23. Al-Yawa, the Ranah, Ashapa, Lahab, Hanayath, Kaslak, Kanayath, Waka Yadawan.
We just finished reading it in Lashma Kodash, like I said earlier, the Holy Tongue, our native Indian. When I say our, so-called Blacks, Spanish, and American Indians. Now we are going to read it in the bastard tongue. Job 39 verse 17.
Khan. This is the book of Job, chapter 39, verse 17, the bastard tongue. Because God have deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding. What time she lifted up herself on high, she scorneth the horse and his rider. Verse 19. Hast thou given the horse strength? Hast thou clothed his neck with thunder? Verse 20. Canst thou make him afraid as a grasshopper, or the glory of his nostrils is terrible? Salaki. The glory of his nostrils is terrible. Verse 21. He pauseth in the valley and rejoiceth in his strength. He goeth on to meet the armed men. Verse 22. He mocketh at fear and is not affrighted. There neither turneth he back from the sword. Verse 23. The quiver rattleth against him, the glittering spear and the shield. That's it, sir.
Then we're going to get our last scripture, Job 39, verse 24. We'll do the same thing. You take the first two, and then I'll spot the last ones.
Come. This is the book of Job, chapter 39, verse 24. Babra Aish. Ravagadz. Yagamar. Arataza. Wala'ah. Ya'amayan. Kaya. Kwal. The wall. Shawapar. Verse 25. Badaya. Shapar. Ya 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 Amar. Ha'ak. Haka. Wamar Kawak.
I'm a rock.
Wamar Kawak.
Yeah.
Come on.
Wamara Kawak.
Wamar Kawak. Would it be that?
You got the Wamara Kawak.
Wamara Rock. Hara
Yeah.
Salaki. Dawala. Yara Yach. Mala Kama. Ra'aim. Sharayam. Wathar Ya'ai. Salaki. Wathar Wa'aya.
Well, thorough wire.
What's a
Say the word first. That's the prefix, and the word is thorough why. But you got the O on the end. Why? Thorough wire.
what's a wire? That's it.
That's it. All right, cool. All right. That's reading. Strong reading. I'll probably you take on the rest.
Come. Book of Job, chapter 39, verse 26. Hamaba ya Hama Bayana Slak. Hama Bayanath. Good night, I can't get this.
Hamabaya Nathak.
Come. Hamabaya Nathak. The water. Ya Abar. Nataza. Ya Parash. Kanapwa. Yatha La Latha Yaman. Verse 27. Al. Yak Payaka.
Payak.
Shak. Payak. Yagaba Hawa. Yakslak. Yaga Bayawa. Yaha. Slak. Yagab Yaha. Bashar. Wakaya. Yarim. Kwanawa. Verse 28. Sala'ah. Yashakan. Wayasa Lanan. Al. Shan. Or Shana. Sala'ah. Wamataza Yada.
Wada.
Salah. Mamataza Wada. Salah. Verse 29. Masham. Kapar. Akal. Lamara Kawak. Salah. Ayana Yalawa. Salah. Ayana Yawa. Yaba Salah. Yaba Yat. Verse 30. Wa Parakwa. Ya Ila Iwa. Dam or Dama, Waba Ashar, Kalalium, Sham, Hawa'ah.
You just got finished reading in the Lashawan Kodash, Holy Tongue. Now we're going to go to the Bastard Tongue. Job chapter 39, verse 24.
This is the book of Job, chapter 39, verse 24 in the Bastard Tongue. He swalloweth the ground with fierceness and rage, neither believeth he that it is the sound of the trumpet. Verse 25. He saith among the trumpets, ha, ha, and he smelleth the battle afar off, the thunder of the captains and the shouting. Verse 26. Doeth the hawk fly by the wisdom and the stretch of her wings toward the south? Doeth the eagle mount up at thy command and make her nest on high? Verse 28. She dwelleth and abideth on the rock, upon the cage of the rock, Salakit, upon the crag of the rock, and the strong, upon the crag of the rock, and the strong place. Verse 29. From thence she seek the prey. From thence she seeketh the prey, and her eyes behold afar off. Verse 30. Her young ones also suck up blood, and where the slain are, there is she.
Damn right. Y'all better take heed. Every Sabbath you see brothers blowing at home, you better take heed what that really means, man. That's to warn our people of troubles coming in. Don't think we just doing it for something carnal, man. That has meaning to it. Whenever we blow that trumpet, it's to warn Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Make sure to take heed of that, man, and take that serious. Go ahead.
It's like you're not just blowing the trumpet. Us just up here, just trying to teach and bring blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans back to the Lord.
Right.
That's us warning you right there. We're giving warning. You know what I mean? Even those who the Lord didn't choose to really just hear, we doing it so when you die and you come back again, you come back into the kingdom of the Lord, and you ain't got to worry about even falling into what our oppressor does.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We blowing the trumpets regardless if we got a trumpet or not.
Right. And we actually saving people. Our black leaders are supposed to be saving us. They're not warning our people of anything. We're still dying in our neighborhoods, but we actually blowing a trumpet and getting brothers and sisters off drugs and women from harming themselves. So we doing the work of the Lord.
Like if I may, and what the I.S.U.P.K does is really showing the true love for our people.
Right.
You know, we could be anywhere in the world, but Monday through Monday, we doing the Lord's work, and we really showing that we love our people.
Right. We have true faith. That means actual work. We just not saying it with our mouth. We doing the work that the Most High commanded us to do, man. That's why we have Sabbath service every Sabbath, because it was commanded for our people to have the Sabbath service to keep our traditions that was given to us, not follow out the oppressor's culture. Right now, our oppressors probably out there doing drugs, getting high, some strip club, while we out here doing the Lord's work to get people off of those wicked things that was taught to them by the oppressor, man.
That's right.
And with that, I say, Yeshabia, which means to stand. I'm gonna do the same cut line. Here we go. Different cut. Okay. So.
Yasharala.
Almighty, which means to stand. Wapanyah, which means turn and face the east. Let's say the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa,
Abanawa,
Shabbat Shemayim,
Shabbat Shemayim,
Kadash,
Kadash,
Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakufka, Taba'ah, Batazayah, Hayah, I.S.U.P.K, Bayaratazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, the thunder now, the come, Kal, Yuwam, Basalak now, Kabawaf now, Kasalak now, Kabawafi now, Wala'ah, Taba'ah now, Wanasay Yuwam, Abo, Awashai now, Hayah, Ra, Hayah, Laka, Hamalaku, Waha'ala, Watapar, La'ulamyam, Amar.
We're going to say it in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us for our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thy kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
Yeah, for thine is the kingdom. And the power.
And the glory.
Forever. So be it.
We're going to say a copy power, Yahanna. By Hashem, Yahushua. Baruch Kasha. Thunder now. Hakak. La Pa'ah. Kamakala. Wakal Madawa. Hakak. La Taha. Hamatazariah. Hakak. Lahaki. Hamati. Hakak. Al-Kawa. Tama'ala. The God Shun. By Hashem, Yahushua. To what our mother.
We'll say it in English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you always. So be it.
We're going to say, bless Israel, Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushua. Barak Wayashala. Bahabiyah. Sapari. Barak. Rapah. Magun. Hagun. By Hashem Yahushua. Tawad
It's like Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. Bless. Heal. Shield. Protect. I love them. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you always. So be it.
We're going to say Psalms 121. Asha'ah. Ayun. Ahar. Ma'ayun. Yab'ah. Isaiah. Ma'ani. Yahweh. I.S.U.P.K. Shemayim. Wa'aratazah. Ayatun. Lamawat. Regal. Ayalawam. Shamar. Hana. La'ah. Yalawam. Wala'ah. Yashun. Shalomah. Yasha'al. Yahweh. Yashimah. Shemar. Yahweh. Tazal. Ayah. Yamika. Yawamam. Hashemash. La'ah. Yakak. Bayarak. Layla. Yahweh. Yashimah. Makal. Yashimah. Napash. Yahweh. Yashimah. Taza'ak. Babu'ak. Ma'ita. Ma'italam. Tuwaramah.
In the English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help coming from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel. Shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee. From all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. From this time forth. And even forevermore.
So be it. We'll say Psalms 83. Al-Hayy.
Al-Hayy.
Al-Damayilaka.
Al-Damayilaka.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Tashikwa.
Al-Tashikwa.
Yahanna.
Yahanna.
Al-Yabi.
Al-Yabi.
Yahanna Lawan.
Yahanna Yawan.
Wama Shanaik.
Shanaik.
Nasha'awa.
Nasha'awa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Aimaka.
Al-Aim.
Yama.
Yam.
Sawad.
Sawad.
Wait, they itis.
ISIS.
Al-Tazapawanya.
Al-Tazapawanya.
Amal.
Amal.
Lakab.
Lakab.
Walakaki.
Walakaki.
Magari.
Magari.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yasha'ah.
Sham Yasha'ah.
Aiwa.
Aiwa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Noah itis.
Noah itis.
La.
La.
Yakab.
Yakab.
Ayika.
Ayika.
Barya.
Barya.
Yakarafi.
Yakarafi.
Ahali.
Ahali.
Adawan.
Adawan.
Where Shema Ali.
Shema
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagari.
Wahagari.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalak.
Palashah.
Palashah.
Am-Yashabi.
Am-Yashabi.
Tazawur.
Tazawur.
Gamashawu.
Gamashawu.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Aiman.
Aiman.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zawawad.
Zawawad.
Abadi Lawat.
Abani Wat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aishalaham.
Aishalaham.
Kamadi.
Kamadi.
Kasar Sara'ah.
Kasar Sara'ah.
Yabi.
Yabi.
Banakol.
Banakol.
For Yashua.
For Yashua.
Nashamabi.
Nashamabi.
Bayanda Aywa.
Bayanda Aywa.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Dama.
Dama.
Na'adama.
Na'adama.
Shayatam.
Shayatam.
Nadiyabu.
Nadiyabu.
Kaira.
Kaira.
Because of Abba.
Because of Abba.
Because of Bak.
Because of Bak.
Because of Zamana.
Because of Zamana.
Come to say it come.
Come to say it come.
Shah.
Shah.
Amal.
Amal.
Now you Rashad.
Now you Rashad.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Ah. Nawa.
Nawa.
Al-Hayy.
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 Shayatam.
Shayatam.
Kakab.
Kakab.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapaya Wakar.
Lapaya Wakar.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Taba'ari Ya'ira.
Taba'ari Ya'ira.
Wakala Haba.
Wakala Haba.
Talahat.
Talahat.
Haryam.
Haryam.
Kam.
Kam.
Tadakma.
Tadakma.
Wasa Ira.
Wasa Ira.
Wasa Wasa
Wasa Wasa.
Tabalaham. Tabahalam.
Tabahalam.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Mayaham.
Mayaham.
Kwalawam.
Kwalawam.
Waybakwash.
Waybakwash.
Shamkash.
Shamkash.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Yabashma.
Yabashma.
Wayaba'al.
Wayba'al.
Ay.
Ay.
Wayakapawa.
Wayakapawa.
Wayabadu.
Wayabadu.
Wayda'ayba.
Wayda'ayba.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Ata.
Ata.
Shamkash.
Shamkash.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Labaka.
Labaka.
Ayawam.
Ayawam.
Al-Ka'arakiza.
Al-Ka'arakiza.
Tawada Amam.
Tawada Amam.
In the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
For lo,
thy enemies make a tumult.
thy enemies make a tumble.
And they that hate thee,
And they that hate thee
have lifted up thy head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people,
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them all,
and let us cut them off
for being a nation,
from being a nation,
that the name of
that
Israel
the name of Israel
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee,
They are confederate against thee,
the tabernacles of Edom,
the tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Israelites
of Moab,
of Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
and the Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
and the Philistines,
and the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher also is joined with them.
Asher is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them,
do unto them,
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kishon,
at the brook of Kishon,
which perished at Endor,
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
They made nobles like a red,
and like Zeed,
and like Zed.
yea,
Yea,
all their princes,
all their princes,
as Sabbath and as Amun,
as Sabbath and as the moon,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
the house of Yahweh in possession.
O my power,
O my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as a stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burneth for wood,
and as the flame set the mountains on fire.
and as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with all thy tempers,
with all thy
with all thy tempers,
and make them afraid
and make them afraid
with thy storm,
with thy storm.
and fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded,
let them be confounded
and troubled forever.
and troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame,
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that they may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the Most High.
art the Most High.
So be it.
so be it.
We'll say the blessings. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Ma Yaka Allah.
Wa Ma Yaka Allah.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Matazabaya.
Matazabaya.
Alawak Yahanna.
Alawak Yahanna.
Alawak.
Alawak.
Hasarani. Akwatasayan.
Akwatasayan.
Akal
Akal.
Wahawaki.
Wahawaki.
Yahweh. Hashem Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushua.
Wa'amah.
In the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushua.
And Yahushua.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commander General Yahanna.
Commander General.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
We want to say the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evil and curses.
Send evil and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
That speak against us.
Thy prophets.
Thy prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
And the priests.
And the priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the schools.
And the schools.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose.
And shake loose.
The treasures of the rich of Israel.
The treasures of the rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And to the nations.
And to the nations.
And to their drug dealers.
And to the drug dealers.
The court system.
Court system.
The prison system.
The prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam. Christianity. Egyptology. It's like militia. Ku Klux Klan. Aryan Nation. Skinheads. Posse Comitatus. The gay movement. The lesbian movement. Spies. Workers and witchcraft. NASA space program. Army. Navy. Air Force. Marines. Wall Street. Open up the internet. And the airwaves. The cable access channel. And the radio channel. Convict the spirit. Of any of thy people. That seek to stop us. And bring swift destruction. To all the heathen. That stand in the way. Or try to stop us. For broadcasting your word. Throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go. To and fro. Through the earth. And consume them. Let the plagues. Shake the house of the thief. And the murder. Let Yahushua. Michael and Gabriel. Come down with the flying saucers. And punish all the heathen. That come up against us. As we speak thy word. Cause it to be known. By all. That is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread. Through the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause it to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you always. So be it.
We're going to say Sab, which means the turn. Shabin, which means slack. Men of Israel, gird thy loins and prepare to salute the Torah.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Brakiyah.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Brakiyah. We'll give a courtesy salute to the teacher, men of Israel, Madam Shabbat, Imayim, Barak, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Brakiyah.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Brakiyah.
Yahweh Matab, class dismissed.